understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Kerr is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Spates in at the 5. And it's Good assisting on the play with Livingston. Spates has got his first basket. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Livingston kicks to Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got 8.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pick by West. Shot off the pick. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
And Mills kicks to Diallo. Pass to Martin. Anderson outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014. But he spent pretty much the entire season on the pond.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
Spates, the pass to Livingston. Another 3 for Golden State.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Martin against Thompson. And finished off by Martin.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
That is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length, doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game.
Livingston kicks to Spates. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Thompson dishes to Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively, limit his easy chances inside.
Green kicks to Livingston. Here's Spates. And that one comes up a bit short. Spurs trail by 4. Mills with it. He's got 6. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by West. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Some changes here for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And here is Spates. Outside, Green. The kick out to Spates. And the Warriors miss again. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Back to Curry. Fires the three. The shot no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Mills. Green with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Trying to get back on track. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Dion. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
The Warriors lead it. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Leonard kicks to Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for San Antonio. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Leonard, no luck. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Thompson passes to Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got 15 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Parker against Curry. Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wide open. And he hits the jump shot. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead. San Antonio's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. San Antonio calls timeout.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Warriors also with a sub. Azili's checked in. Leonard, that's for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strict.
Jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Leonard on the wing, shoots. Again, Leonard missing, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. It's Curry outside. Can't get it to go. And the Spurs going the other way now.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Here's Curry. He's got 15. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks to Azili. 16 seconds left here in the second. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. And it's Golden State with another. Now here's Parker. Now the feed to Aldridge. And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors lead by 9. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now, your Spurs dance team. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 17 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Spurs trail by 9. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And Aldridge slammed
down with a little extra punch on the putback.
You're right, Greg. Could we see them send a few more bodies to this maybe?
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Duncan right side. Baseline jumper. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. There's a good screen. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Barnes, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
The shot no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game. Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. 22 games played with the starting lineup of Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Split.
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
Warriors leading by 9. Here's Curry with the 3. That's good. Curry's got 20.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now Parker. 5 points in the game. Green kicks to Aldridge. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
He dishes it to Parker. Takes a 3. Green kicks to Duncan. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Duncan's got his second bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
It's stolen by Curry. 3-on-3. Here's Thompson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And, Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Martin comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And Mills kicks to Duncan. And he gets it to go. Duncan's got 7 points here in this quarter. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Green. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Inside, here's Duncan. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
It's Curry with the drive. Thompson outside. To the wing right side. Bogut kicks to Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. Mills with it. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Bogut. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Nobody near Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Goes back up, and West finishes it off.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
It's stolen by Martin. Here's Mills. 6 points for him. They double him with Green. It's West with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. West has got 6.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that D. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
Spurs trail by 13. Green kicks to Mills. The dish to Duncan. Outside, Green cutting the screen. Thompson comes with the double team. It's stolen by Green. Ahead, jumps up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Anderson, he's checked in for Duncan. Anderson passes to West. West can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 17 to the inside. Barnes, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Mills. A baseline J. That's good from West on the assist by Mills. And it's 8 points for David West.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Green gets it to go.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Bogut. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Anderson.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. 6 points for Kevin Martin. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. Off target with that shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors leading by 17 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Curry against Parker. The Spurs rebound. Leonard dishes to Parker. Over Curry, and it's blocked by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Leonard with this screen on Green. Pass to Aldridge. Lets it go from 14. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Warriors shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. He said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
And for Leonard to hear players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things.
Bogut the pass to Curry. Good D by Parker. Spurs trail by 21. He feeds it to Ginobili. Duncan with it. Picked up by Thompson. Duncan against Thompson. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors leading by 21. It's Thompson off the drive. Curry wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And it's good.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Green. Shoots. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Parker kicks to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 17 points for Leonard.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Barnes against Leonard. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Ginobili attacking. Here's Parker, and it's sent back by Bogut. Green dishes to Bogut. Barnes against Duncan. A clear look for Curry. Again, Golden State. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Little turnaround. Aldridge's shot is good.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Curry can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Warriors leading by 22. Here's Barnes. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Thompson against Ginobili. Duncan, the pass to Aldridge. Great D that time from Green.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Aldridge kicks to Parker. The pass to Duncan. From the wing, Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Duncan against Curry. Fires the three, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Duncan with a screen on Curry. Parker outside. Second shot opportunity, and Aldridge with the layup.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Parker dishes to Duncan. Inside. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Duncan. 20 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Thompson misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Leonard kicks to Duncan. Dishes it to Parker. Drills the three-pointer.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 39.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Aldridge a screen. Leonard. Here's Duncan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Tim Duncan's been playing well. He's got 11 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Leonard. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Parker. Diaz with the steal. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
In for your Spurs, Boban Marjanovic.
And San Antonio has possession, and he gets it to go.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit. like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark's fullest capability.
Yeah, a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
They retain possession. Down low, 6 to shoot, and another shot. Here's Marjanovic, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Barnes passes to Curry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Miller against Thompson. Miller dishes to Diaw. Hands it from downtown.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Curry with the 3. Good D by Miller. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering, and he sets his mind to it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.